Whether you live, work, or just visit downtown St. John's, you may have noticed an increase in the amount of visible poverty, homelessness, people who are panhandling, asking for money. Well, the City of St. John's is now funding a new program, $150,000 going to an outreach program to help people who are living on the streets. And joining me now is Sean Reaney, the program coordinator with Thrive. So, Sean, can you tell us a bit about this program and the need that's out there right now?
Yeah, so this is a newish program where we're increasing our street outreach walks to the downtown to bring supports to individuals who are outside and street involved, just to meet where they're at.
And it said that in the news release that you're seeing unprecedented demand for services right now. Can you talk to me more about that and what you're seeing?
Yeah, so in the first quarter this year, we've had more than 100% increase over what we saw last year. I think we had 3,000 interactions in drop-in, or 4,000, up from like 1,500 in just this quarter. So a lot more demand for the supplies that we provide, a lot more need for supports. It's all just way off the charts.
What sorts of things are you seeing out there? The people who are coming to visit you, what do they need?
Well, a lot of people are coming for basic stuff like personal care items, soap, shampoo, that sort of thing, assistance with transportation, food. A lot more what we're seeing is people coming in who are facing eviction, a lot of people coming in with Newfoundland Power bills that they can't pay, a lot of folks coming in unmedicated, mental health issues without any proper supports, and a lot of folks coming in with no housing.
And what kind of supports does this program give? What do these folks get when they receive help from your group?
Yeah. So in terms of the outreach, you'll get a snack, some personal care supplies, harm reduction supplies, socks, someone to chat with, but more importantly, getting connected to services that they need. So a lot of the folks that we're talking to aren't connected with a support worker of any kind, and in the city right now there's a huge backlog, so a lot of people are waiting, have applied to get hooked up with a worker, but are unable to do so because of demand. So these guys are basically doing referrals for people, helping sort of bridge the gap until they get more permanent supports.
And joining me now are those two outreach workers. We have Jody Rossiter and Andrew French. So Jody, can you talk to me about what you do and who you encounter throughout your day?
Yeah, okay. So what we do is we go out on 2 walks a day, Monday to Friday, and we fill our bags with different items that might be helpful for people who are in community, folks who are experiencing poverty, housing insecurity, or homelessness or rooflessness, folks who maybe are needing to get connected to different supports. So we go out and we just meet individuals, give snacks, check in with folks, see if there's anything that they need and any way that we can help.
So if you see someone who's just sitting on the sidewalk, they're panhandling, you just take it upon yourself to go up to them and ask them if they need anything.
Yeah, well, we try to show as much dignity as possible because some folks are really want to engage, but there's also a huge stigma attached to folks panhandling, so they're kind of weary of other people approaching, so try to just go with the flow and respect them as much as possible and see if they need anything.
What kind of reaction do you usually get?
Well, since we started, we actually gained quite a great rapport with the folks who are around, so there's a lot of jubilance, I guess, when they see us, which is really awesome.
And Jody, do you have a sense of what kind of a difference this outreach work makes in those people's lives?
Yeah, I think, just the relationship aspect of seeing folks every day in a setting that they're familiar with and where people, choose to be, I think, has a positive impact. And then also being able to provide, food, water, again, access to service connection, referrals to supports, calls to the shelter line, those sorts of things. I think it definitely has a positive impact. I think if we could be down here 24/7, we would be busy. So, there are more needs than we can meet, but I do think that, there is a positive impact.
And how busy are you? Like, how many people do you think you have spoken to, you've offered help to since you started this outreach work?
I think in our first report that spanned about a month and a half period, we had 187 unique individuals that we were seeing on a regular basis, and then there was another 100 plus people who we'd seen once or twice. Mm-hmm.
And what is your approach when you do encounter people down here? Like, how do you approach your work in terms of your interactions with them?
I think we use sort of a harm reduction, trauma-informed approach, and we really work on building relationships with people, finding out, where they are, what it is they're looking for, what help they want from us, and then trying to go from there.
As someone who speaks with those people a lot, like throughout your entire day, what would you like the general public to know about these people?
For the vast majority, they're absolutely lovely. And it's really not something to be afraid of. And they're just people trying to get by. And the situation that they found themselves in, it's a lot of systemic stuff that's happening.